Ring Fit Adventure has 43 different fit skills to use, ranging through 4 different types: arms, legs, abs and yoga. There's quite a wide variety, with arms having the least amount of moves at 8 and abs having the most at 15. Now, I really enjoyed a lot of the moves, but I feel in a professional sense that there are definitely some exercises here that are a lot better executed and more beneficial than others. So that's where this video comes in, as a list of what I feel are the best 5 fit skills in the game. Now for this I am trying to be as objective as possible, not taking into account my own likes and dislikes. What I am using to judge the moves is how it works your body, what muscles it works, the function the move holds for your workout, the amount of prior skill or conditioning needed to perform the move, and how that form is implemented. This is, in my opinion, as a fitness professional, a list of the 5 best moves in Ring Fit Adventure. So let's get stuck in, and remember, this listing saves the best for last. At number 5, Warrior 3 pose. This exercise is one of the 3 warrior poses from the yoga selection of moves, and feels like one of the more advanced moves within the fit skill selection. Balancing on one leg, bending over with your arms outstretched. Make no mistake, you need concentration, breathing and strength to perform this move correctly. It feels functionally similar to a deadlift, working and activating your posterior chain with a good emphasis on your hamstrings, glutes and your core, all needed for stability. The deadlift movement is effectively similar to when you bend down to pick something up. It's a common thing for most people to do every day. Some would describe it as a primal movement, and the muscles it works are important to maintain and strengthen for your whole body to function well. While it does have a fairly high skill floor to perform well, its similarity to such an important primal movement, its full body effectiveness and the cueing in Ring Fit makes this number 5 in the list. At number 4, we have the overhead lunge twist. Now, lunging is one of the 8 basic moves in most fitness programming, and I feel the overhead lunge twist works most effectively as it hits a lot of large muscle groups and works your body in multiple ways. Whilst holding the lunge, which works the quadriceps, glutes and hamstrings well, we also have a lateral movement in the twist, which works your core muscles and works your shoulder stability with the arms being overhead. Twisting our body around to pick up an item or talk to someone is something that's used pretty often, so it gets points for functionality. It's a great compound movement, and the cueing from Ring Fit is very well done. The isometric hold of the twist really pushes you. You cannot get away with jerking your body around. It's implemented very well, and it's a fine move to add to any routine, and a fine move for this list. At number 3, the back press move. I feel this is one of the best fit skills available based on what it can do for you functionally. It's easy to start and pretty basic in theory. You place the ring con behind your head and squeeze. It tells you what form you need pretty well, asking you to ensure you aren't poking your head forward, as that is a very common mistake to make. So what exactly do I think is so good about this? It's an upper body posture based exercise and is very effective in strengthening back muscles to help counter a prevalent problem that a lot of people have, which we call rounded shoulders. Now essentially the pectoral muscles are too tight and your rhomboids and trapezius muscles are too weak and overstretched. Your shoulders therefore get pulled forward. It's very common, I spot it every day when I'm out in public, and a common way to get this is by sitting over a desk or computer. You see how this can affect almost anyone. The back press move, targeting your back muscles, triceps and spinal erectors, when performed with good form as instructed, can be effective in helping strengthen your back muscles to prevent rounding at the shoulders, which is fantastic. You don't just want to feel it in your arms, you tense your back muscles and help push with them, and you'll feel it in your upper and mid back. It's a powerful move in Adventure too, so there's some good in-game use. There's no excuse not to use it. Its function is so important, its execution is done perfectly, so it gets a high placing for me. At number 2, the squat. It's one of the starter moves in adventure mode, and it's one used very frequently. The squat is an easy basic exercise that can be varied so much and is a staple of almost any exercise program. In Ring Fit, it's used for a variety of functions as a fit skill to open chests, move platforms, jump on springs, as part of a mega ab guard, etc, etc. It's clearly held in very high importance by the makers of the game. We even get variations of the fit skill with a wide and overhead squat being available for different in-game functions and different postural functions. It holds importance in real life, helping work with your posterior chain, and holds that super basic but everyday function of being able to get up and down from a chair. Almost every single person in the world uses this sort of movement every day, and that's why it's important to ensure that the muscles needed and used for them are strong and conditioned. Ring Fit implements it well, tells the form in a constructive, easy to understand way, and so even though the fit skill is used very frequently in adventure mode, it's going to make number 2 on this list because it's incredibly useful for real life, and Ring Fit implements it very well. And at number 1, the crown jewel, the hip lift. I personally feel that any good leg routine in the gym should feature this move in some form, and Ring Fit Adventure implements it extremely well. The reason it is such a good move is it has everything. It has great function for your body, it is well implemented, the muscles worked are important, and they get worked out really well. It focuses on gluteal muscles and hamstrings, requiring you to lift your hips from the ground by tensing your glutes and pushing up. Not only does this require your core to activate, but it aids your posterior chain, helping balance and stability with your back and aiding everyday movements like walking and squatting. It targets your hamstrings really well, which can be tough to train and can be outbalanced very easily by the quadriceps, and this move can even aid the training and strengthening of your pelvic floor muscles, which can help urinary and sexual health as well. So it's got a lot going for it. Ring Fit Adventure's cueing for this move is spot on. It's a healing move in Adventure, so it's got good in-game use too. It's easy to understand, it's simple to perform as well. There are easy progressions that you can make on your own, and tips demonstration is excellent. It has its place in any training program for any goal, and with so many positive functions, a low skill entry point and such importance in your training, I feel hip lift absolutely deserves the top spot as the best fit skill in Ring Fit Adventure. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope I've described this well enough. I truly think that these moves deserve their place at the top of the skill list, and as I said, no personal influence here, just fitness theory as I know it. Please let me know if you have any questions about my choices here, if you disagree, or if you want to tell me what you think the best fit skill is in Ring Fit Adventure, just post it into the comments and I'll answer where I can. If you've enjoyed this, I'd love your support in the form of a like and a subscribe to the channel, where I'll be posting a follow-up to this shortly. Thank you so much for your time, I'll see you soon.